Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Hearts of Iron 4, where we are playing the Road to 56 as the UK. The war in Europe is not quite going to plan at the moment. The Germans did manage to successfully invade Poland. Well, actually, technically, the Soviet Union invaded Poland. We fought the Soviets alongside our Polish allies relatively successfully. Then after about 2 years, Germany finally decided to get involved and attacked from the other side, unfortunately managing to get our entire army stuck in Poland, which was quite an expensive blow. We then built another army, moved them to defend France, held on valiantly, but France did eventually fall, although pretty late on in the war. So the French did do pretty well, and they do have a 100% legitimacy in the government in exile. In fact, everyone does, with the exception of the Dutch. However, the fighting in France did not go as badly as it could have for us, because we did actually manage to withdraw our forces. Those troops are now moving elsewhere, so we have an attack going on in Africa at the moment to try and kick the Italians out, and eventually Vichy France as well. We gave a bunch of land to South Africa, so that the South Africans could be more effective down here going after Chad and Congo and Cameroon. Then the Soviets are currently attacking through Turkey, who have also joined the Allies. We are now having to defend our northern border against the Soviets. The other thing is over here. Now, I was being warned not to attack out through Xinjiang because there is a Soviet border, but we're not actually there. It's fine. You're also attacking here. I'd rather you didn't do that. Okay. So we have a border against Dictatorial Xinjiang, which is part of Japan. We have big borders down here, where we are actually actively fighting right now to try and take all of these territories away, or take Siam out, while French Indochina holds on. In fact, at the start of the war, French Indochina had virtually no combat strength. Apparently that's changed. I guess France has been lend-leasing them, because the Indo-Chinese army is actually fairly strong at the moment. Although they could definitely do with more numbers, and they could do with actually defending their capital, guys. Because if that falls, then my offensive to try and take out Thailand will be rather more difficult. We've sent a navy over to Indonesia to try and hold on to our Malaysian holdings. Looks like the Philippines is under attack by the Japanese at the moment, although there are a bunch of American forces on their way in. The Americans have now joined the Allies. We had to do a couple of shenanigans in the console commands because America joined Turkey and Chile in their alliance as opposed to joining the Allies. So I basically broke that alliance, got all of them to join the Allies, and we're now united against the Axis. Because we are playing historical, and that made absolutely zero sense. Turkey's halfway to capitulation. Greece is almost out. Who was the other one that was looking dangerous? Oh yeah, Indochina. Yeah, we need to hold on to Hanoi over there. And in the meantime, hello everyone else. Hello, hello, hello. Pandavision, Marshall, and Faceless, and everyone else. Hello. Just here post-funeral. Glad you're streaming. Yeah, hopefully this helps keep your mind off of things. Anyway, I think that we need to try and do something to help out our Turkish allies. I was not expecting them to fall quite as quickly as they have been. Yeah, this sucks. And then the British fleet is helping fighting against the Romanian. There are a lot of Greek submarines. Oh no, these are American submarines with a couple of Greeks fighting against Romanians as well. Hopefully cutting off supplies and stuff like that. Oh, and this is all Vichy, so we're actually going to need to pass through there. Okay, so where are my armies right now and what are their orders? So we have got Richard O'Connor over here on the Yunnan front. And I think also on the northern front. Yeah, so Richard Connor is my defensive commander. Then we've got Harold Alexander doing attacks into Siam. Fortunately, we didn't get that bit. Then we've got our various little garrisons. Malay garrison down here doing their bit to hold on to our Malaysian territories. That's fine. And then we've got our Egypt force actually pushing out and taking territory. This is the combined Egyptian, Malayan and South African army. And then our regular forces, we have a group on their way to Norway to go and help defend either Norway or Denmark. I don't think we'd quite decided yet. Do I actually want to send you to Turkey? I think I do. Now, do I want to send you or do I want to send somebody else? We have the commandos fighting in North Africa right now, which I think is our main priority. We have these guys moving over to the Syrian front, Jordan. And then we have you lot, who are more Egyptian forces helping out in the Egyptian front. Although you're just being sent here, you haven't actually been given any orders yet. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to send you in Turkey, and we're going to try and stymie the Turkish advance if we can. Although the fall of Ankara would be a really big blow, so we need to try and defend that. Okay. Things are happening. And you lot are taking a boatload of attrition, unfortunately, because you're my commandos, so that sucks a bit. Let's just take out this territory. Let's just do that. And then there are a couple of units here just stuck, which I'm hoping my allies will take out for us. And then after this, we may need to try and take out Vichy, although I'd kind of prefer it if the Americans dealt with that. Ooh, that was a good victory. 10 Vichy submarines sunk. The naval battles continue. We are running a little bit low on fuel, but that can be resolved fairly easily. And there is a huge Italian army attacking into Izmir right now, which it doesn't look like we're going to hold. Is Turkey too dangerous? No. If we can hold on to Ankara, and that is a big if. Somewhat depends on when my forces arrive. That's another Vichy defeat, so 2 heavy cruisers, 5 light cruisers, 18 destroyers. Nice, we lost only 2 destroyers in that fight. So there are a lot of naval battles going on against Vichy right now, and the Italians. Another naval battle going on here, but that's just submarine raiding. What, is Nimitz the naval commander? Nimitz is apparently their submarine commander this time around. Interesting. Oh, Thor, we've got to talk like this, because this is apparently how Nimitz talks. Except a little bit more like he's a computer. Let's see if we can get a couple of surrounds going. Take him out that way. Oh, another big battle going on. No, it's not that big. I thought there were a couple of capital ships here, but apparently I was mistaken. Light cruiser, 11 destroyers. There were capital ships here. They just never showed up for the fight. Interesting. Ah, we've arrived. Alright, cancelling your current orders. Stay there. And your job is now to hold on to this southern front, if you would be so kind. And eventually we'll see if we can push back to Istanbul, though I have my doubts about that. Thankfully all of the convoys got through. So we definitely need to be defending this area with escorts, and we are doing so right now. That's good. 100% efficiency, our escort. We do have a lot of escort ships, to be fair, so it's not that surprising that the escorts are doing a good job. Let's just double check that this is properly set. Engage low risk. Everything else is set to repair. Good. Right, the other thing we need to do, I think, is probably try and get some manpower, because we appear to be out. Have you lot got manpower yet? Very, very small amounts. Like, very small amounts. Okay. And how's India doing for manpower now? 380,000. So they still have a little bit, but I don't want to be too aggressive in using it.
Attention! Ready!
I'm going to say go easy on your offensives. I don't want you losing stuff.
Attention!
I'm going to say the same with you. Go easy.
Listen up!
And it looks like you lot are doing a good job here. Let's have you spread out, so we can take a bigger front going right now. And we could also get a national focus. Imperial shipping lines would be faster cruiser construction. Various interventions, which I don't think we need anymore. Right, so let's get the Mediterranean bastions that we can upgrade, like Malta and all of that stuff. Or how are we doing for construction and stuff like that? We are building military factories. Man, we have a lot of civilian factories. Alright, that's not too bad. Could also go for battleship focus and then get the Vanguard. Or we could get anti-submarine warfare. Although, getting the head of time penalty reduction seems a bit of a moot point. Oh, I guess it's this stuff. So we could potentially get the 1944 anti-submarine depth charges a lot earlier. That could be interesting. Let's do that. The Atlantic is our lifeline. We must ensure it remains clear from the enemies that would prey on our vulnerable shipping, be it above the surface or below it. Hey, British mapping. Yep, the Raj still has that awful population penalty. Ooh, hello! So the combined British and Chilean fleets just took out the Vichy French fleet. 1 battleship, 1 heavy cruiser, 4 light cruisers and 6 destroyers. Excellent. We are definitely getting the upper hand against Vichy. In fact, I think they're probably trapped in the Mediterranean right now. Oh no, they've got Italy. Never mind.
Listen up!
Could you get a move on, please, people? Especially as Ankara has already fallen. Right, how dangerous is Turkey right now? Turkey is kind of dangerous. Lend-Lease Bhutan. Yes, I will accept that. Doesn't look like these units have arrived yet. Where are they? There. Still on their way. And we have excellent convoy protection, so they should be fine. This line is now going way too far. We need to go to about here. If we can retake Ankara, that would set my mind at rest. Turkey is so close to capitulation. Basically, if they lose Izmir, it's over. Where are my air forces currently? Not in Asia. Where are my air forces? I know I have a bunch of close air support. Let's have you lot based in Asia Minor. Then I suspect that there's a bunch of them in Norway. and a couple in North Africa. They will be able to participate more when we take that airbase. How far are we from it? A fair distance. We did take a fair bit of attrition going across those mountains. Ugh. Horrible! Anyway, naval battles. Japanese submarines. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of Japanese submarines. So I am thinking what we need to do is grab a couple of these guys and just open up shipping lanes to India. So let's create a new fleet with you lot. We're going to say you're going to be convoy escort here, 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 here. Throughout this whole area and around Australia. And then you'll need an admiral. Enemy retreat chance higher. Your own retreat chance decision is down. That's poor. Rawlings would be quite good. Okay. And has my second strike fleet arrived down here yet? Which I think was you lot. Yes, you are in fact fighting right now. American Navy is down here too. As are my recon destroyers. Okay. Now, do we have any opportunities down here? Not really, no.
Orders!
May as well connect those lines up. And then technology. Just got the upgraded artillery. It's 1941. We need to get better guns. Let's get the defense and breakthrough. Why am I against Yugoslavia? Because they joined the Axis. What do I think of the Road to 56 tech tree changes? I really like them. I really, really like them. I hope that the Vanilla and Kaiserreich devs take notice. Especially Kaiserreich. I think that having the 56 tech in Kaiserreich would be really good, because Kaiserreich does tend to be longer. Particularly than Vanilla. And I really like the stuff like the addition of shock troops, the different types of specialists, although there are probably a few too many. These guys. I also like the extra resource stuff and the special research. Yeah, I like it. I think it's good. I would say probably one of my... I think it's one of the stronger parts of this mod. Right, 56 is good, but I really like that. And you know what? I do not trust you to hold on to Izmir. So we're going to grab these two, and we're going to say... Garrison Izmir. Oh, Turkey is about to fall. I can't risk this. This is way too close to capitulation. So I'm going to say, get back to here, and we'll redeploy you from that. And please, move.
Ready!
Improve centimetric radar. Because I've already lost one army, I really cannot afford to lose another. That's actually all of those techs that I want. 41, we've got all of these. We could get some of the excavation. Oh no, we need oil refining. That's one we definitely do need.
Let them have it!
Why don't I tell you to retreat? Okay. Except that this is going to get taken. So you're going to get cut off and destroyed. Alright, so the blue units are just arriving.
Orders!
About time. American troops are starting to flood into Africa, which is great.
Pushing them back, sir!
You lot need some new orders. This feels oddly familiar. It's almost like I did this very offensive yesterday in Unity of Command. Ooh, 9 submarines sunk. That was pretty good, actually. Hey, booster. Yeah, Thailand's gonna fall. I don't think we really have an opportunity to push back. 4 Free French Exile divisions in Londinium. That would be all of you. Oh, and the Belgians. Let's have you join the exile troops.
Ready, sir.
Involves you two. Run away! Run away! This is going to be one less front that I need to fight on, because we'll just be fighting the Soviets up here. Mexican entry into the Allies. Franklin Delano Roosevelt has sponsored a request from Mexico for entry into the Allies. Absolutely, I agree. More allies, more better. Oh yeah, what do I need to do to bring women into the workforce? I know it's one of these options. Where is it? We could also do a couple of extraction campaigns, especially as they only cost telephones. Let's do French extraction campaign and Polish extraction. Because that's free manpower for the exile troops, which I can then start using in the Air Force. Women in the workforce, there it is. Costs 100. Okay. The United Mexican States have joined the Allies. Earlier today, the United Kingdom and the United Mexican States issued a joint statement saying, Huzzah! New DLC? No, this is just a mod. I'm sorry, Turkey. You did put up a pretty good fight. Oh, actually, no you didn't. 38. 38 legitimacy. We bailed just in time. We only actually lost a couple of American divisions. All of mine got out. And you need to start attacking now. Turkish exile leader offers service. Cool. Any good?
Sir.
Infantry commander commando. Actually, yes. Interesting.
Ready to move.
Right, cavalry. Go take Damascus.
Ready,
You
sir.
go do that.
Commands.
Oh no, we lost a cruiser. That's quite a few ships dedicated to hunting down 14 submarines. That's 22 capital ships and 125 screens. With rather poor screening. Thailand's capitulated. Thailand capitulated. Okay, that... I was thinking that was Indochina. No, Cambodia held out. Oh, hell yes.
Ready to move. Come on, move out.
This is really good. I was expecting the opposite. I was like, oh no, gotta get ready to move my Malaysian troops. Apparently I don't. Okay, I need my Malaysian garrison to actually garrison more of this. Because I want to make sure that we hold on to all of the ports so the Japanese don't try naval invasions like that.
Ready, sir.
Right, let's move you around a little bit more, just to make sure all that's covered. Always curious about accents. What country in the UK is it from? My accent? South England. Southeastern England. With a mixture of northwestern, because I went to university in the northwest. Anyway, Kent. Greece, still holding firm. Good. Oh,
Ready,
you
sir.
do not need that many troops here. Come on.
Ready, sir.
Concentrated Industry 4. Good.
Move out.
Alright, let's go make sure that we take some more of these planes. Oh, speaking of planes, I have a bunch of planes I'm going to need to reposition, don't I? Yes. Well, I'm going to give all of these to you. What are the purples again? Ah! The purples are up here defending Copenhagen.
Attention.
Good. Go ahead. If you see an opportunity to retake some territory, then please do. But this means that we have a backdoor into Germany, basically. So long as we keep Copenhagen, it's all good.
Listen up.
Unfortunately, you lot are taking supply and attrition. Not a huge amount I can do about that.
Attention.
Naval losses. Sank some submarines. Lost some convoys. Did my convoy destroyers ever arrive? Yes, they did. And what's the convoy efficiency? 51. Okay, so it feels like we need to send some more convoy ships down there. Yes, we do. But we are still fighting a lot of naval battles here, and we have 95% convoy efficiency around that. So we cannot afford to send those just yet. We can, however, send you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you into a escort fleet. Oh, hold on. You guys are screens, but I don't need the screens right now, so we're just going to do this. Damn it. Just stay there. Honduras seeks to join the Allies. Absolutely! Welcome to the good guys. Just make sure that's turned on. Alright, new technology. We have got all of these. We could start getting some of the extraction techs if we need to. Which would give me a source of oil. But I can just buy my oil from America. We could also upgrade our shipping. You know what? Let's get tier 3 destroyers. Honduras joins the Allies. Earlier today, the United Kingdom and Honduras issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted access into the Allied command and stuff.
Guns. All in.
Ah. What's happened there? Don't do that. I remembered. I can use Alt.